guys, it is finally May 1st, the day that Nevada, Wyoming, Colorado shed hunters wait for forever. I'm getting ready to take off on the first hike of May 1, so fingers crossed, and hopefully we can turn up a few sheds. My dad and brother already took off about an hour ago, so fingers crossed. Here we go. Stay tuned. Well, that did not take long. I'm about 3/4 of a mile in and following this ridge line. What do we have there? Beautiful deer shed. Nice little 4-point. Man, look at that eye guard. Couple-year-old horn. Go ahead and pick that guy up. Heck yeah. On the board. Nevada Public Lands, baby. Big ol' eye guard. Maybe a 4-year-old shed. Right on. Let's stack some more. Still just carrying that 4-point. Walking through here. Walk through this burn. What we got here? Man, a Massey 3-point. Definitely not a match. Nice buck though. Here's that 4-point I picked up. Here's that one I just found. Nice Massey 3-point. Cool looking buck. Nothing crazy. Both chalkers. Come on, we need some brown elkhorns or some elkhorns, period. But we'll throw these on the pack and keep going. 2 on the pack early feels pretty good. I'm really hoping to get into an elkhorn or 2. We'll see what happens. But man, I'm so stoked to just finally be hiking Nevada Public Lands and picking up sheds. It feels so great. But man, I'm just so stoked to be out and very grateful. So stay tuned for future videos, and we'll catch you on the next. We'll catch you on the next shed. Hopefully it's an elkhorn. I 100% just shut the camera off. I walked about 100 yards and we got an elkhorn. Let's go. Little white looks like. Little 4-point. Oh, a little 5-point. Heck yeah, we'll take that all day. We'll go ahead and do a real quick pickup on this little guy, even though he's a dink, just because it's the first elkhorn in Nevada. Boom! Look at that stud. Last year's antler for sure. Missed it brown. It's alright. I love white elk sheds. Nothing gets me more excited than white elk sheds, believe it or not. Just means that somebody missed it last year and this year. But, little 5-pointer. I'm gonna lose my mind. I just walked up on a brown elkhorn. Oh! Heck yes! Just when I was beginning to think that all this open stuff had been thoroughly poached, we got a brown 6-point. Yes! By no means anything special or crazy, but that's a brown 6er right there. Heck yes. Love it. Super stoked to see this laying out in the open grass. I've cut a couple boot tracks that are definitely a couple months old, which, you know, it is what it is, but just gonna keep grinding it out and see if we can find some more. But here's the pickup on this little 6er. Oh yeah, love that. Nice brown antler, super lightweight, actually doesn't weigh anything. I wonder where his other side's at, or if there's more sitting here somewhere. Right on. Couple of stubby tips, looks like he broke those in velvet based off the way that they're folded out. Man, that got me excited. I didn't think there was gonna be any browns out here in the open. I was kind of just scooting from this place over to the next, and we got a brownie. Right on. Hopefully we can find something bigger. But right there I see a deer bone. Probably last year's. Oh no, that's brown for sure. Not a bad little 3. Heck yeah, we'll take that. Nice little brownie. Love it. Love it. Heck yeah. You can tell that he was raking on burnt trees. He's got little black scuff marks all over him. That's kind of neat. Still just got this little one in my hand. Just walked up on another little brownie. Little 3-pointer. Somewhere looking pedicles actually. Definitely not the same deer obviously, but we'll take that. Right on. Well, 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 what do we have here? Still carrying these guys. Got another, did I match him? Did I match? Oh my gosh. Set of giants. Does it get better than that? 100% him. Find of a lifetime right there, folks. Just got everything thrown on the pack. Actually not a terrible amount of bump for how hard I believe this has been hit. We're still getting started though. Hopefully we can turn into a couple more elk sheds. Preferably a couple brown ones would be sweet, but that man makes that elk shed look big, but he's tiny. Oh baby, I'm cruising down through. I can just see the top of a white elkhorn. Oh yeah, that looks like the best shed of the day. Oh, for sure. Oh, look at this perfect front end. Almost was a 7. Heck yeah, we love that. Love to see that. Right on. That looks like a brown I picked up a few years back. Wonder if that's the other side. They look very similar other than that little 7th that he started. Forgot a belt today, so that's nice. I usually don't hike with one, but these pants are a little loose. Oh, this ain't a giant by any means, but I am so stoked. White elkhorns, I just love white elkhorns for whatever reason. Pick this guy up. Oh yeah, definitely the best shed of the day. Man, that does look like that bull I picked up a couple years ago, brown. This one looks a little bit older than that, but maybe it is him, I don't know. Heck yeah though, beautiful shed. Nice mass. I love those fronts, they just look super clean. Beautiful elkhorn. Love it. Well, still just carrying this brute because didn't feel like throwing it on the pack. I came about, I don't know, 3/4 of a mile with it. And look at that. We got a brownie. Heck yes. Busted, but not a terrible brown. Bigger than the one I got on my bag. Oh yes. Man, I wonder if I can hit a pocket finally. Maybe an untouched pocket. I went away from some of the super open stuff to come hit some trees. I just got off the phone with my brother and he found a stud 4-point deadhead. He called one of our buddies who's a warden and he said to go ahead and take it out. But so that's awesome. He's gonna send me a video of it. He says it's pretty dang nice. A lot bigger than anything I got on my back, but we'll go ahead and pick this up. Oh yeah, that's not a bad bull. Not a bad bull at all. It's the darkest brown antler I've got yet. Man, bummer he broke. Good front end. Younger bull, I'm guessing, because he's not got much mass. But nice bull. Right on. Slowly but surely, we're I have been going for a minute. I've had a major dry spell until that little 3-point. We'll take it. The pack's starting to feel pretty good. I'm really not doing terrible today. A little bit better than I thought anyhow. I came in here, I think early March to glass some bulls, and I think I found 28 bulls in just a few hours in the middle of the day. And I've only managed to find 2 browns. Definitely been hit, but we're trying to make the most of it. Grab this little guy. Maybe last year's shed. Oh, maybe 2 years old. Nice little 3-point. We'll take it. Let's go, baby. I just found the best brown of the day, I think. I was taking a walk down here, glanced right, and bang! Oh, look at that. Beautiful sixer. Not big, but just pretty. Heck yeah. That's the best brown of the day. Probably the best elk. Well, no, that big white's a little bigger, but man, what a perfect shed. Well, this is no giant by any means, and it actually looks like a bull I've got a picture of. And if that's the case, his other side is broken. Just a perfect shed. Doesn't look broke. He's got the look I like. You know, it is a bummer to see so many boot tracks, but I'm really having a killer day, and I'm so stoked to be out. Very thankful that Nevada's finally open, and who knows, maybe I'll hit a little pocket of browns that just somebody missed, but man, there's a lot of boot tracks. Either way, let's pick this stud up. Oh, he's got some good weight to him too. He's pretty. Man, I love that back end. Nice. Got some good color on the inside. This is the problem with picking them up in May, is they don't have much color left to them. Man, I love that shed. That's my favorite shed so far, for sure. Heck yeah. That does look like the bull I've got a picture of, actually. I wonder if it's him. I don't remember which side's broken, but he had one broken side and one side that had that kind of that whale tail. Right on. Well, just doing some lines along the bottom and glassing up all these little canyons, and I'm pretty sure I got a white. It's either a 5 or a 6 right up here, so we'll go check it out. Pack's actually feeling pretty good. The only difference with this year versus years in the past is I've usually got like 10 brown elk horns by the time I did this many miles, but we're making the most of it. Well, that elk shed's not that far up there, but this is crazy. Inside this rock, there's plant and dirt growing. That's pretty wild. Some people can't even get plants to grow at home, and God's got them growing out of holes in rocks. There she is. What is it? Oh, last year's little 5, no, 6. Not a bad horn at all, actually. Is that broke? Yeah. Busted 5th. Right on. We will take that. Alright, pick this white up. Oh wow, it's dense. That's a good bull. It's bigger than I thought it was. Heck yeah. I don't know what you guys can see. Nice white, definitely last year's. Maybe, might be 2 years old. I'm not 100% sure. It actually might be 2 years old. But either way, great shed. Right on. Pack's getting heavy now. Well, just made it to a decent flat spot where I can pull all the antlers off my pack. Take a look at them. That was the white I just picked up. Not too bad. 3 brown deer, 3 white deer, 3 brown elk, 3 white elk. So, not terrible. I love the look of this bull right here. That brown, one of my favorites, for sure. Now, I gotta figure out how to get all these right-sided antlers, except for the 2 littlest ones, comfortably back on that pack, because we got a good ways out of here. Eating some little bites. My Scout to Hunt says I've done just over 10 miles, so I'm averaging a little bit better than 1 shed a mile, which is usually about my average, but that's usually for deer sheds, so we're doing pretty good. This Scout to Hunt app is so sweet. If you guys don't have it, definitely recommend it. It'll tell me how many antlers I picked up through the year. You can set a goal. It'll tell you your statistics for right and left. Every time you pin one, you enter some information like how many points, brown, chalk, or hard white, left or right. And at the end of the year, you can kind of see all your statistics. So it's pretty dang cool. I would highly recommend getting it. And I keep my tracker on everywhere I go, so I know where I've hiked before, and it's definitely a killer tool to have if you're a shed hunter. Feels about as good as I'm gonna get it. Just spotted this super old, not as old as it'll be. Anyway, just found this crazy old, oh, up on this solid hard white elkhorn, definitely last year's shed, sticking straight, put that away, sticking straight down in the dirt. Oh yeah, nice little 5-point. He's missing his second completely. Kind of a goofy bull. Right on. Man, he's way weird. Just walked up on the only keeper deer shed of the trip. Check this thing out. Man, look at that. Big old crown point up top. No. Big old eye guard. Crotch point, that's so sweet. Man, what a sweet shed. Big old crotch point, 5-point, almost a 6 actually with that little point in the back. And a big old eye guard. That is a cool deer. That's an awesome deer shed. Heck yeah. Well, we're making our way out of here. We're gonna go hit another spot tomorrow. They'll be with me till midday. And then I'll be shed hunting alone the rest of that day. And then the 3rd I'll be alone. And then the 4th, a good buddy of mine's gonna meet up with me. And then that same buddy along with another buddy that's coming from Idaho and I are gonna hike from the 5th through the 8th. So plenty of sheds to pick up, and it's always a good time with my brother and my dad. No shortage of laughing, as you guys saw.